Hello, hello, hello. Um, it is almost the end of my week. Because I get to take Friday off. And oh boy, we just finished the month, and it was a rough finish to the month. Tech is going crazy. Anyway, it is the end of April. We're starting May. In May, I usually have done in the past a charity campaign for the Trevor Project. I think this time around we're gonna forego it, but I'm gonna do a crazy hard push this month for donations for Extra Life. I'm gonna be adding two new incentives, and I'm also gonna be adding a couple of extra stipulations to those incentives that if we hit them by the end of the month, now granted one of them is five to hit $500, and we are 290 away from that, so we'd have to basically get like roughly $10 a day for the entire month. Um, yeah, averaging, but no, Zach, you don't get to have that. But I'm going to be adding a redeem that people can use in the chat. And the reason I'm just going to be leaving it at like $300 is, um, it's not necessarily going to be anything like crazy like Loopy does, where like people can have them do a DDR stream or something like that. It's going to be something that's going to be a thing that is going to take effect in the stream itself. Um, but what is going to happen is if we hit that redeem, and the reason I'm being so cryptic about it is because I don't even have anything to tease for it yet. I just have an idea of what it's going to be. Um, if we hit that redeem being unlocked by the end of the month, I'll make it really cheap, something that basically anyone could come in and do on the stream, or could do within like just like that stream, just be able to drop it with the points that they earn. So it'll be something that people can just kind of constantly keep running. Um, and then the other one is I just set up my VR kit, and I realized, oh wait, I can play Phasmo in VR. I can play Phasmophobia VR, and it actually does make the game slightly more intense. Um, but I'll do a stream of Phasmo if we hit 500 in VR. And if we hit 500 by the end of May, I'll do it solo. So, yeah, consider that. Now, granted, that stream may end up having to be a shorter stream just because Phasmophobia, last I played it in VR, was not super great for my personal experience. It was a little to be perfectly honest, and that's maybe not entirely the fault of the developer. It might be a little bit of my computer wasn't able to handle it at the time, but regardless, that was the end result of it was nauseating at best, and I could really only handle it for maybe a couple hours. So that might have to be a shorter stream, but again, if we hit 500, I'll play it solo. 500 by the end of the month, I'll play it solo. So yeah, uh, please consider making a donation to the campaign. We are currently sitting at $210 and some change. But we're currently sitting at $210, and I'm trying to get to 1,000 by the end of the year, and I have a number of incentives. We have the reading stream that if we hit 400, we'll do that. I'm going to be adding that extra thing at the 300. I'll be adding the Phasmophobia at 500, and then at 800, I'll play Getting Over It. And I hate playing Getting Over It. And then at 1,000, I'll play Dark Souls 3 blindfolded until I can either beat Edict Skundir or we hit the point of like end of stream. Whatever ends up happening first. If we go way past the 1,000, I'll consider adding more incentives or even adding more stretches to the incentives we already have. So, yeah. Was that I skipped the 600. The 600 is me in VR playing Akron versus chat, who gets to join in as the squirrels. So consider, consider, consider a donation. Consider more fun things being able to happen as a result of your donation, and consider being able to help out families and children and improving their lot in life. These donations go to a wonderful cause to help out with local children's hospitals. So if you're actually in my area already, you're already helping out there. If you're not, consider making a donation anyway, or find a streamer who is collecting for your local uh, hospital and give them a bit of a support and a boost as well, because every little bit helps. Remember to be excellent to each other, be excellent to yourselves. I hope to see you in the next one. Bye bye.